Ellen McCauley at Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York. Last week I talked about Whole30. And I'm going to talk about it again tonight. And let me tell you why. I got a little story for you about Whole30. I will try to give you the Reader's Digest version. Started Pray It Off at 338 pounds. I weighed 370, lost some weight on my own. For the next year and a half, I skated down to the low 200s. Skated. I ate less, moved more. I prayed. Boom, 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 boom. Then I went back to a conventional job. I was selling antiques and collectibles, could make my own schedule. Had a lot going on in my personal life as far as kids getting married, this, that, audit by the IRS. Go back to a conventional job 6 years ago where I can't pick up and take a walk whenever I want to because I can work later in that day. My weight loss went, and now weight gain, I had no problem with that. You know, you'd have go on vacation, have a couple beers, have a piece of pizza, boom, 5 pounds. I had no trouble gaining weight. So over the last 6 years, and I didn't share all my drama with the group because it's not Ellen it off, it's Pray It Off. So it was challenging, but I knew that I didn't weigh 338. I knew that God had a purpose and a reason. And I tried everything. One Lent, I fasted every other day. And on the day I didn't fast, I ate 600 calories, and I lost 2 pounds that Lent. And I was having like 3 yogurts a day. 3 yogurts a day, fast, 3 yogurts a day. I tried eating 6 small meals a day. I tried what I thought was everything. Went to the doctor, he said, Ellen, you're fine. Went to the endocrinologist, Ellen, you're fine. So, fast forward 6 years. I went through 6 years pretty fast. Whole30. I have a friend who, my height, my age, she says, I read this book. I have the book. She says to me, I'm going to try it. I said, well, good. Let me know how it goes. I told you, she lost 22 pounds in the first month. I said 3 weeks. It was a month. So, I presented to you guys last week. And I seemed very positive about it. But I really was skeptical. I said to my husband, it might work for people in the group that's eating honker bread every 5 minutes. But I gave up bread years ago. I don't eat ice cream cookies. I don't cheat. I eat 3 meals a day. I said to him, what am I going to give up? The cream in my coffee, which is fat-free, the 100-calorie yogurt, the 160-calorie oatmeal I have for breakfast, the fat-free cheese that I put on my salad. I said, I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. So I started last Friday, and I exercised every day. I will kick that up. And I ate what I was supposed to eat, you know, egg beaters, veggies, everything. I did not cheat once. I didn't have, I don't like black coffee. So the first day I go, I'm not going to have any coffee. And I said, no, maybe I'll try that black coffee, you know. So now a week later, do I love it? No. But is it drinking black coffee the worst thing I'll ever do? No. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm feeling pretty good. And you know, every night, I'm going to tell you some personal things now. You in Sydney, Australia, this is personal. I brush my teeth at night, and you ever have that like coating on your tongue, and you know, I brush it. I would always have a big coating on my tongue. The past week, no coating on my tongue. Bathroom habits, solid as a rock. You know, no trouble there. And I would have trouble before. I think this stuff's important to show you how your body's working. No coating tongue, bathroom fine. I weighed in today. I had lost for the first time since 2009, 5 pounds. I would believe Whole30 if I tried. I'm a believer. And we have 4 other people who started Whole30 religiously. We have other people who have been on it, and they've all been extremely successful. It is not a fad diet. It is whole foods for 30 days. I love their website because they're not trying to sell you every minute. They're like, you want the diet? Here it is. You want the shopping list? Here it is. The book is good because it goes into more details how you can sustain that over life. So, all these years, maybe I have a dairy thing, maybe I have a gluten thing, maybe it didn't kill me, but it wasn't helping me lose weight. This is to help us reset our metabolisms so that after 30 days, maybe I'll try the cream in my coffee. Or maybe, like Kathy over here at table 1, she gave up cream in her coffee, now likes it black. Maybe that'll happen to me. What I have to say, though, is 30 days I can do anything. I can do anything for 30 days. Anything. I'm not fighting cancer. I'm not sitting in a hospital bed with end-stage MS. I am a lucky, lucky person. So I can't have fat-free cheese. Is that the worst thing? And let's look at the fresh produce on a budget. And then I'm going to ask anybody else if they want to say anything. Now, let's not get into dirty and clean this week, but all that really means is sometimes if you take the skin off something, they're worried about pesticides and things of that nature, but don't even worry about it. Look at the winter vegetables. I'm telling you, I did not starve. We had a honker bowl of spaghetti squash with marinara sauce that we made that had no added sugar, turkey meatballs stuffed with peppers, onions, mushrooms from ground turkey. The only thing that was missing, though, was the Parmesan cheese that I would go womp, 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 womp. But guess what? It was delicious anyway. That is delicious. But look, you got acorn squash, you got butternut squash, cauliflower. All these are in season. Sweet potatoes. Pomegranate. I cut up an avocado. It was the most delicious thing I ever had. Grapefruit, dates, kiwi, a few nuts. Like this morning for breakfast, I had some blueberries, strawberries, with like a few walnuts. It was delicious. The walnuts were the protein. You got to think outside the box of donuts and bagels. And then year round, you can have beet greens, bell peppers, all kinds of things. We made homemade applesauce with no added sugar. It was delicious. Have a homemade applesauce, yum, yum, yum. We did not starve. Bob did it with me. He lost weight. Holly lost weight. Mark lost weight. Jean lost weight. Sherry's been losing weight. It is not a fad. Now, I haven't read the chapter about sustaining it or whatever, but I'm just saying if you're at the point now where you're at a plateau like I was, or you're having some trouble, or you just want to do it for a month, this is a good program because it's not crazy. You're not out there buying pre-packaged food or drinking something that's going to make you go to the bathroom and cleanse out your system. This is natural. Now, some people might have a little reaction to giving up carbohydrates. I didn't because I already gave them up. You know, and will I lose 5 pounds next week? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know because I'm exercising an hour a day. All right. So applesauce, I told you we're on the next page. Good foods for your shelves. You can get almond flour. One thing I did try, we bought coconut milk, and because it's on there. I said, oh, Bob, we'll put coconut milk in the coffee. What a great idea. So we opened up the can, and I looked at the coconut milk, and I went, oh, that's kind of interesting. Poured it in the coffee, and it I don't know.
It just kind of went.
It clumped into these little specks of stuff. And the coffee was like black with these white little specks of stuff. And I went like this, mwah, mwah. I said, it's not doing it for me, Bob. And he goes, it's not doing it for me, Ellen. So now we have to come up with something creative to do with a whole can of coconut milk. And then he tells me, I bought 2 cans, you know. So we're going to have to get some recipes. Maybe we'll have coconut milk soup, you know. We'll put some veggies in it or something. Watch the added stuff. We're reading labels like our life depended on it because so much, he's like, what about crab cakes? And you know, you look at the crab cakes and they've got soy and sugar and bread and everything under the sun. Yellow mustard. Now, I was big on Dijonnaise, but that's got tons of sugar and everything else. Yellow mustard's free. You get this 0 calories, love it. And this gives you a little bit of an idea about making smarter choices. So you want something, really think about it, and the end result is really don't eat it. Because let's say, like today at work, there was a big luncheon, nothing to do with me, with mental health. And afterwards there was cake and all this leftover food, and people were like shoving themselves out of the way to get to the food. And I always like to look. I went and looked, but eating a garlic roll would have taken me off the program, but also, why bother? Why bother? Now, Bob, I'm going to stop right there because I want to turn the camera off for any kind of witnesses to anyone who has... Go ahead.